Cool. Alright guys, welcome. It's going to be a little bit laggy in the very beginning. We have another Saracens War, which is interesting. I guess it's just coincidence. But in the blue, we have the Great, which is Caligo. I don't know how to pronounce it. Um, let's turn the chat off. It's Caligo or Caligo. I'm gonna think about that. But anyway, he's in the blue, playing as the Saracens. And he's like a really well-known Brazilian player over the years. And I haven't been here for the years, but I know that much from what people tell me and what I've read. But anyway, he is here in the blue playing as the Saracens. Playing another well-known older Brazilian player. I believe it's going to level out here in a moment. There you go. Alive. And Alive, also a great player, like I said. And I think he's actually played a bit more over the past like 6 months that I've been around. But anyway, it should be fun. This is actually Ghost Lake, and I like Saracens on Ghost Lake. I think they're a decent Ghost Lake civ, apart from of course the standard Ghost Lake civs. So the start isn't laggy. The reason it's laggy is because when you join a game that has already, when you're trying to spectate a game that has already started, it the game has to catch up, and then it has to, right when you get close to getting to real time, it will, it'll kind of normalize or stabilize, I guess. And so it goes really fast, and then it slows down to where it needs to go. And I actually joined the game like 40 seconds after it started. So that's why it looked like it was laggy from the very beginning. So anyway, there's the explanation for that. And let's take a quick look at the maps. We have Caligo. I'm going to say Caligo, and if that's wrong pronunciation, is not going to be the first time I pronounce something wrong, and everyone will be used to it. So Caligo's here. I mean, I please point it out as well, because I'm not going to do it forever, hopefully. Caligo's here, and back gold is going to be very, very precious to him, honestly. It's going to be really nice. Not going to be much that can really mess with that in the early game anyway. Or really all game. Let's be honest, if something gets to that gold, it's probably over. But anyway, the wood line's pretty nice as well. As you can see, this wood line being collected. And this one on the back does have a hill, but 3 nice wood lines that Caligo could collect. Secondary gold there, stones on the front. Stones aren't really of much importance, so I don't think that's a huge deal. It is nice that he could potentially wall right here and secure this other gold. And looks like I'm saying it right, which is good. Thank you, Toady. Let's take a look at Alive's map. Alive actually has a back gold as well. I think this is pretty similar to what we're seeing with Caligo as far as gold's concerned. We have a secondary gold that could be walled in as well. And behind the wood line, which is a bit unfortunate, but certainly could be secured. And then 2 wood lines, 2 nice wood lines for Alive. This one is the third, but still, you can't really call that a wood line. No one's going to really want to collect from that. So what are we going to expect from these players? I would expect a drush. Would definitely expect a drush. The drush is well known to be a prevalent tactic on this type of map. You drush and then just fast castle and go probably crossbows as Saracens. Why crossbows? Well, Saracens, they have good crossbows, but also I think crossbows, regardless, even if the Civ didn't have the best crossbows, I think crossbows is the better choice just because you're going to see a lot of walling. You're probably going to see, as you can see, 2 houses already in a walled position. Going to see more walling here. Probably a little bit of walling here and here. So if you go knights or camels, they can't hop over walls. You know, this is not, crap, what's it called? Whatever the horse race is. I should know that. I feel like I should know that as an American. But anyway, it's not that. And so the horses can't jump. They are stuck behind the walls. That's what I get for making jokes. And so the crossbows, however, they can fire over top of wood lines. And they're real cost efficient as well. They don't actually cost food. And they don't actually cost... they just cost wood and gold. And so you can actually boom up pretty easily. So I think that's going to be the choice. And, you know, it's pretty expected. I am noticing that Caligo has lured in a couple deer, getting this deer now, getting the militia out, of course. And the deer for alive are actually way out here, which is a bit unfortunate. Did have this shorefish, but, you know, 3 deer versus 1 shorefish, balance out how much food is in there. I would definitely prefer to have the 3 deer just because there's more food there. I'm trying to think. It's a popular horse race. It's a popular horse race is what I was gonna refer to. But anyway, I figured someone would know. I am well aware that most of the viewers that we bring in are not Americans. So, Drush coming out now from Alive, and he's actually has a scout involved. So Caligo attacking the scout, and he's, wow, one of his militia are already dead. And not that I don't. Actually, Alive has not received any hits on his militia at all. That's really nice from Alive, but also you have to say equally as poor from Caligo, who hasn't even left his base yet. Alive is on his way up a little bit sooner with 24 villagers, and Caligo has been forced back into his base. The idea of a drush is just to really delay the opponent's eco, and generally on Ghost Lake, you drush because the opponent's going to drush, and on Ghost Lake, with the amount of walling, you normally don't delay the opponent's eco at all. You just kind of cancel each other out. But I don't know if that's going to be the case this time around. I think Alive might actually be able to cause some problems. He's going to get up a little bit sooner here, too. If his militia are of full health, he might be inclined to actually go for man-at-arms. We might actually see a quick wall here from Caligo. He's actually going to fight with his vills. But still, fighting with the vills is a huge win for Alive, and he's sending these vills across, and this is certainly different. It's really different. You actually can't build on this ice, so he's had to come a long way to do this, and he is getting man-at-arms. There has been not one wall really in this area since I spoke of it from Caligo. Possibly a pause. I'm not sure about what's just happened, but 4 man-at-arms now here from Caligo, and he's going to be forced to build a tower. I apologize, I really have no control over the pause, but yeah, Caligo forced into a bad spot for sure. His man-at-arms, pick off that vill. Yep, going to pick off 1 vill, and possibly another one. That one's pretty weak there. A couple weak vills in there. Archers are going to be coming in here from Alive as well. This is really bad. That tower's been denied. I think Alive's in a great position. Now, this other wood line for Caligo is going to be accessible. Let's take a look at his resources. He actually doesn't have... Oh, he does have the wood. He's actually placed the lumber camp already. But still, his gold is in range of these archers. He's actually retreated. And I think Caligo's in a bad spot. If you look at his resources right now, he's actually trying to stone wall. But he's set up to try and go up to the Castle Age. It's kind of what I was expecting. That's what he was expecting, you know, Alive to do. But he's not going to be able to do that. I mean, even if he stonewalls here, Alive is massing archers, and he's getting blacksmith. He's going to be able to get in here as well through palisades. He needs something of defense here, and Alive's in a good position. Nice wall there, actually, from Caligo. He's going to kill almost all those units. Well, pretty much half dead. So this is really heated up, honestly. I was not expecting this play from Alive. I saw him go up on 24 villagers. I just thought he was going to do something incredible with his economy. But he's going to try and get in. And can Alive see that tower going up? He can. He only has 1 archer in there, though. He could actually run in this way. I don't know why he hasn't done that, but he could run his archers in this way. Now, the interesting thing is there's no stone accessible for Caligo. So if you look at Caligo's resources now, he's built these stone walls, or tried to, and it hasn't really done anything, really, except for some closer to the TC. And he's built this tower. All his other stones out here and here. So Alive is just going to try and get in, and if he does get in, he can't build another tower anywhere. Now, Alive, I don't think he's going to be able to do all that much more, though. I mean, if he goes in this direction, he is going to have to go into the tower or the TC. Even if he gets past this stone wall, he is running this direction, there's still more walls and houses. It looks like he's actually going to be really aggressive right now. He does have enough resources for a tower. He's going to try and push here, and Caligo's going to have to respond. Live knows he needs to do the damage, and he's going to push now. He has 5 villagers, about 7 or 8 archers, and it looks like probably buying the stone there is Caligo, and yep, he did buy 100 stone. So certainly did that. I was going to say he didn't have it. And Alive actually not pushing in. He's chosen to just build a tower there on that wood line, which with this one being towered as well leaves 1 wood line remaining then. So buying a ton of stone then is Caligo. We'll pay attention to what resources were bought, but that tower's going to go up for Alive, no doubt about it. There's only skirmishers there defending, and it'll be interesting if Caligo tries to actually take out this tower. I wouldn't really advise that. This is pretty much a full feudal fight, and this is exactly what we saw last game as well. Only last game was kind of expected. This game on Ghost Lake, not really expected at all. Now, this tower from Caligo has been attacking Alives with more villagers, and this hasn't been walled in. Now he has killed enough archers. He is going to try, and it looks like quick wall this, and then try and take it down. I like that response very much. He's going to actually be able to pester away at this tower now, and not much Alive can do about it, but he is in range of some of these villagers. He's got to pick one off, potentially another one. Yes, he is going to get another one. In fact, he might be in range of all the villagers. Very hard to see. That one definitely going to be in range, and he's got to take care of these archers before he attacks the base of this tower. Caligo certainly there giving Alive a good foothold. Either way, I think this tower will go down from Alive if it doesn't get any repairs. And Alive's just going to batter away this house and try and get back in. This is crazy. Caligo's actually calling GG right there, and that's interesting. Oops, wrong button. I mean, obviously, Alive had a fantastic position at home with his economy. I think if you build more farms, and he already had wheelbarrow, he could get up to Castle Age. But I think Caligo, in a bad spot himself, still calling the GG a little early there. He had the resources to, I guess, make some skirmishers and defend. He's in a rough spot. I mean, I understand. I don't think he was certainly favored to win the game, but maybe a little early. But amazing play from Alive, completely surrounding Caligo, killing a lot of units, and really aggressive play. I liked it. So anyway, let's go back. I might be playing another game